SportPesa Super Cup imeingia nchini Kenya. Wenyeji Gor, AFC, Sharks na Kakamega Homeboyz wanajiandaa kuchuana na timu za Tanzania, Simba, Yanga, Singida na JKU. Mshindi atapata nafasi ya kucheza dhidi ya Everton FC ugani Goodison Park. Usikose nafasi nyingine ya historia. SportPesa Super Cup kuanzia tarehe 3 hadi 10 mwezi Juni mwaka huu.
And a very good afternoon to you. Welcome back to the Afra Stadium on a totally different day on which the journey to Goodison Park, the journey to Everton continues in the SportPesa Super Cup competition. We are going to the semi-final stage. That means half ticket is going to be done today. The reservations were already done. And we are going to watch the first one, which is the Kakamega Homeboyz playing the Simba side. Now, one champion of the Tanzanian League and a team that made it into the Premier League one more time and is on the rise and has got some veterans who are willing to take the team to Goodison Park to be able to play Wayne Rooney's Everton. It's obviously a mouth-watering clash. It's just one of the two semi-finals which must all be played today at this same venue to find out who else is vying for that ticket to go to play at Everton. And we've got to talk about it. We want you to join the conversation as well. The hashtag is SportPesa Super Cup. You tweeters, you make a comment, you make a compliment as well. Let's get talking about what's going on at the stadium because the action is right here. Now, if you probably have forgotten, you know that the quarter-final matches were really exciting. Now, one was ended in penalties, the other one in regular time. Let's start at the beginning then. The Kakamega Homeboyz and the veteran Alan Wanga, who has played for enough Premier League clubs in Kenya, has played his football in Petro Atletico in Angola, has played also for in an Azerbaijan club. He really is a man who's got the experience, goes into goals, scores the first goal, and also, gets a penalty for the second goal. He's scored 2 goals so far in the tournament. He is on course to probably become the leading scorer in the game so far and in the tournament so far. And he obviously would like to be the one who scores against the goalkeeper at Goodison Park when that happens. The other game was on as well, but this changed the scoreline to 2-1. But the Homeboyz were not finished yet. The substitute, Wycliffe Opondo, then taps in a very easy, nice cross. He's got the composure. The goalkeeper is already off his line. The defender can't turn 360 degrees to try and clear that. That goes into the net to cancel out what has been scored by the striker on the other side. So 3-1 is the scoreline that one ended into, and that's how the Homeboyz are in this one. The Sharks, they could have won the match in regular time. They were forced into a penalty shootout. Now, they say penalty is anybody's game, but I tell you, the goalkeeper has become very instrumental here. Aruna Nyonzima, of course, put his in there, but this is not the kind of penalty that beats a goalkeeper like Manyika. So he quickly took that one. Hussein as well didn't put his penalty in the net. This was probably the best, the power of the youngster who came in as a second-half substitute, excited the coach. And then a couple of others put their penalties in, including Erasto Nyoni, and then later on the Homeboyz. But the decisive penalties are usually on whether you put them in the net or not. This didn't count, didn't bounce inside. And like I said, the experience sometimes doesn't matter that much. The discussion was on, but this is certainly not a way to beat a goalkeeper like Peter Manyika. And when the last penalty was scored, the advantage and the jinx was broken by Simba, who then moved into the semi-finals, unlike last year when they were knocked out at the quarter-final stage of the SportPesa Super Cup. So very exciting times. The coach Lushant was probably very happy as well. The ultimate results that give you a ticket, well, half a ticket to Everton, is Kakamega 3 and Yanga 1. Gor Mahia, of course, won their game as well, 3-0 against Jeshi la Kujenga Uchumi. Kariobangi Sharks 0-0 at full time, and then 2-3 Simba go through in that one. FC Leopards as well, 0-0 at full time, and then they lose it to Singida 2-4. In last year's SportPesa Super Cup, the opposite was the truth because FC Leopards went at the expense of Singida. So that's why we have this fixture now. Kakamega Homeboyz will be playing Simba, and Gor Mahia will be playing Singida here at the Afra Stadium. And all this in the semi-finals of the SportPesa Super Cup 2018 edition. Big question is, who advances from here? Half a ticket already given to go to that land of firsts. You know, Everton has notched a lot of firsts. I'll be briefing you about that in the commentary as well. Get talking as well. You know, the hashtag SportPesa Super Cup. Tweeters, you know, leave a comment, leave a compliment as well. Let's get talking about the matches that are being played at the Afraha Stadium. Right behind there, of course, they're all warming up. The Kakamega Homeboyz are also warming up, and Simba as well. Now, the Homeboyz have not changed their team, at least from what I saw earlier on. They might want to maintain the same team that they had in the last match. They say, look, you don't change a winning team. So I think that's probably what they are bringing into this game. It's a big game by all standards because they're playing the Tanzanian champion, and a champion by very many rights, a much older club than the Kakamega Homeboyz. They've got years of experience as well. They've won the Tanzanian Premier League myriad of times. They've won the Nyerere Cup. They've won the Sekafa as well. They have experience. The Homeboyz have no baggage. They want to come in and just erase that history and make history of their own. After all, how did Simba start getting history? Wasn't it because they started winning matches? So the Homeboyz have put in a team sheet that they expect will bring them the fortune that they want here. And they've got Michael Wanyika. He was also going by the name Michael Gadhodi. Eston Esie, Edmond Mauda, Moses Mudavadi, really no change there. Alan Wanga as well. Kisuya was there as well. Chikati played. Ali Mohamed Baye as well. Smith Ouko was there. Noah Fuller was there. And maybe just Benjamin Okech, who has to make a mark for himself here on the field of play. But they haven't changed much. I think they're maintaining a team that they feel can be able to take the Simba side on a big, big run to try and find out who then gets a ticket, half ticket, to the Everton match that they will play at Goodison Park. There is always players who will make an impact in the field on their own. And there's a goalkeeper as well, Michael Wanyika. Now, why does he become an impact player? Michael Wanyika is a good goalkeeper. He has done well in the first match. He only conceded 1 goal. He's still keeping the Homeboyz, even in the Kenyan Premier League, in a very respectable position. You could say mid-table. And today, again, he's got to stop the shots that will be coming from the Tanzanian side. He's got to stop the shots that probably Rastonyoni will be making. He's got to stop the moves that will be made by Aruna Nyonzima. He's got to be very steady in goal. He will be cushioned by his defenders, but again, when the shot comes directly, it is the goalkeeper whose job it is to be able to get the best of it. And he arranges his team as well. He must tell them where to position themselves. There has to be communication for him to be able to play well in that goal area. The expectation is that he will stand tall. The expectation is that he will do his best there. That's Alan Wanga. Now, this man has played for Tusker FC, won the league with them, played for Petro Atletico, won the league with them. He went out of the country and played for Baku in Azerbaijan. He still did well with them, came back into the country, made his way back to the Kakamega Homeboyz. Now, that is where he has nestled at the moment. Has already scored 2 goals for the Homeboyz to put them into the semi-finals. He scored for El Merreikh the winning goal for Sekafa as well. So he's a man who knows how to score goals when it matters most. He's the man we have to watch out for, and whether or not his 1 or 2 touches in the game will be enough to put the Homeboyz into the finals of the SportPesa Super Cup 2018. That's Alan Wanga. That's a man who we are looking out for. The other side, there is the Simba, the Lions, the champions of Tanzania. Their fans have come to the stadium as well. They came in singing and making a lot of noise. They announced their arrival at the stadium. They are called Wekundu wa Msimbazi. Very, very intimidating name as well. And they've got some very intimidating names in that team as well that wants to take them right to the finals of this clash. So in the SportPesa Super Cup 2017, they ended up being eliminated at the quarterfinal stage. This time around, they make it to the semi-finals. They're very serious, judging by the way they were playing. They do not have Emmanuel Okwi, who didn't make it here, together with John Boko, who is injured. But they say, look, a team is made up of many players, and those many players might just win it. What do you think about Simba? Again, you can tell me that as well on the hashtag SportPesa Super Cup. Tweeters, get interactive. Let's talk about it, and let's share information to find out what you think about that match as well. But who are they putting on the field to play for them? We'll start in goal. Aish Manula, that's the national team goalkeeper. That's one man you will have to work very hard to beat. You can't beat him with straight shots. There's Haruna Nyonzima, the Rwandese national in that team. There is Shomari Kapombe, Mohamed Hussein, Erasto Nyoni, Muzamiru Yassin. There is Jonas Mkube and Paul Bukaba. There is also Kiza Kichuya and Rashid Mohammed, and then Rashid Juma. Now, those are very experienced players on the Simba side. They would want, now that they've gone past the quarterfinal stage, to probably try and go right to the semi-final and into the finals. That's what they're aiming at. And judging by what they were doing at the beginning, they looked very serious in their warm-up in the beginning of the match to get ready for it. That tells you that they might just want to go and take the trophy altogether. And they might also produce the man of the match, which today comes with a prize of $500 US. The SportPesa man of the match will come maybe from the goalkeeper Aish Manula. Stops all the shots and does very well in them as well. And so he's going to be very confident in goal. He's a very tall man. He's a very experienced man. He's been to the national team as well. He has played very many other matches in Sekafa and in the other championships. He really knows what is at stake. He commands the defense very well as well. He today will be the man that Simba is relying on against the marauding strikers of Homeboyz. That's Alon Mwanga and probably Noah Fula, who might be trying to score against Aish Manula. You can't rule him out. If you're looking for the SportPesa man of the match, it will probably come from the goalkeepers as well. Aruna Nyonzima, very good dribbler in the midfield. Very confident on the ball, has very deft touches as well, loves to put in those through-tearing balls, and that is what will be expected today of him. He might not have John Boko for company, but he's got other strikers as well who can do the job just as well. So he will be responsible for spraying the passes on that side to be able to get the balls into the net. Plus, of course, he might just be going for the goals himself. And he's a contender, if you ask me, for the $500 prize of the SportPesa man of the match that will be awarded from this semi-final stage onwards. So Aruna Nyonzima is another one you have to watch out for. Plus, of course, the other midfielders that you've got in this game in this semi-final. Brilliant. So let's talk then. Who do you think should be the man of the match? Who do you think might make the man of the match? You can put all that information on the SportPesa Super Cup hashtag. That's why we want to get interactive for you. The Simba fans as well are getting interactive on the same platform to be able to talk about what they think about the match. You too can get yourself to the stadium if you're just around here. If not, join us because we are live for you and we will be for the 2 semi-finals that will be played here. The coaches are under pressure at the moment. They're exuding confidence as well. But I talked to them much earlier on. I started with the coach of the home team, that's the Homeboyz, and I asked him how fired up they are for this match today. This is what he had to say.
Yes, after winning the first game, I realized that I can maybe be able to go to the Everton match.
So how have you prepared for it? What have you put in place to be able to make sure you are on that flight?
Well, according to what I know, those guys who are going to face, they are playing the same style of play like a younger. So no change in everything, like style, whatnot, and tactics.
Everybody's saying that the running in the Kakamega Homeboyz might just get the better of Simba's running. How true is that?
That one I don't know, but what I will know is that after ending the game, we'll know who is going to be the winner.
True. Alon Mwanga is still in the team. You haven't changed it much. You actually have maintained the same team. Why?
Yeah, because, you know, we never change a winning team. We make a mistake of changing and make a winning team, then it's going to be a problem. So I haven't changed yet.
And lastly, people talked about the ones that you missed, that you did not put in. Are you going to increase the tally of goals? Because today we also have man of the match being selected by the Everton coaches.
Okay, we are not going to change much, and we are going to say a little bit of flavor even in this game. But I do give respect to those guys whom we're going to face, because one, they are the champions. So we respect them so much.
Well, Coach Paul Carter talks about flavor. I'll tell you where Kakamega Homeboyz comes from in Western. The food is usually with a lot of flavor, but it's a kind of flavor that Lions like as well. I don't know if Simba will be the one having the appetite or it will be the Kakamega Homeboyz, but we'll wait to see that one as well. But yes, he says he wants to be on the flight to Everton, just like everybody else. So I talked to the coach on the other side as well. He was very tense, but I asked him in Kiswahili because he was more comfortable, how he's prepared for this match today and whether the absence of 2 players will affect his team. This is what he had to say.
Kwanza tunaheshimu mtu tunaenda kucheza naye, tunaheshimu wanacheza timu nzuri, kocha mzuri, lakini hapa ni mapambano, tumetoka mbali. Nafikiri kila mtu anajua kitu kimetuleta. Tunaenda kupambana juu tuhakikishe kama tumefika penye tunataka kufika kwa nguvu za Allah.
Wanasema kwamba timu hii ina mbio kabisa uwanjani, nanyi pia mnacheza mchezo wa kasi kabisa. Sasa itakuwaje pale katikati?
Mimi nafikiri mtabahatikiwa kufanya vizuri mbele ya goli ndio atapata bahati. Tunaomba Mungu atusaidie sisi ndio tupate bahati zaidi yao.
Halafu pia tulielezewa kwamba wachezaji wengine hawajafika, sijui kama wamefika, sijui kama umewapangia leo kucheza.
Mimi nafikiri kikosi chote kimeenea. Tuko wachezaji 18, nafikiri wanatosha kucheza.
Aliyekuwa anachezea timu ya Uganda amefika leo?
Nani Okwi? Huyo hajafika wala hatafika. Tutachezesha wenyewe wako.
Utamtumia nani kutafuta mabao? Nipe majina.
Kila mtu ana uwezo wa kufunga. Juu usiniambie kama defender anaweza kafika mbele ya goli akapiga nje juu ameona goli. Mwenye kuna uwezo wa kufunga, ana bahati ya kufunga akifika mbele ya goli, nafikiri anaweza kascore kwa nguvu za Mungu.
Well, he refuses to say who exactly he'll be relying on for the goals. He says the whole team can score goals. He says he's very ready for it. He says 2 of his players have not arrived. They will not arrive, so he'll play with what he's got at the moment. That's what the Simba coach talked about. Listen, I want to ask you for your prediction this time round, and you can talk to me about it. You tweet it at #SportPesa Super Cup. Who do you think will win this clash? Who do you think will be boarding the plane to Everton? The journey in earnest begins here in this semi-final match of the SportPesa Super Cup.
SportPesa Super Cup imeingia nchini Kenya. Wenyeji Gor, AFC, Sharks na Kakamega Homeboyz wanajiandaa kuchuana na timu za Tanzania Simba, Yanga, Singida na JKU. Mshindi atapata nafasi ya kucheza dhidi ya Everton FC ugani Goodison Park. Usikose nafasi nyingine ya historia. SportPesa Super Cup kuanzia tarehe 3 hadi 10 mwezi Juni mwaka huu.